Let's do an offseason autopsy with the Denver Nuggets. Defense is rising in the league. It will continue to matter more than ever next year, the same way it did after the All-Star break when the wrath of Adam Silver hit this year. After they won the title, Denver never replaced Bruce Brown. It was kind of like the Lakers letting go of Caruso years ago. Totally negligent. They've been leaning too much on an aging KCP to lead their defensive guard unit in that way. They need to go younger and do all the things that you could never ask Murray to do and the things that you would never think to ask Jokic to do on their team. Murray needs to take a big bite of humble pie. He needs to spend a lot more time and energy on the defensive side of the ball so he can play physically, he can play smart, and he doesn't foul. Jokic needs to improve his leadership. He needs to show that he gives a shit far before they get eliminated. He needs to be willing to be disliked. He needs to be willing to confront and fight guys on his own team or even his organization when he sees weaknesses now that he's been eliminated again after winning, far before that bill comes due in the postseason. On the court, he needs to reduce his foot speed. He got killed. He wasn't able to close out on corner threes from Minnesota. Minnesota didn't even have a great offense. They're going to be better next year. I also need Jokic to understand the games when he needs to play just like his buddy, Shaquille O'Neal, such as that game 7 in the first quarter against Minnesota. I said it then. If Jokic doesn't have 15 points in the first quarter, then his guys would not start shooting well enough for them to win that game, even in Denver. He didn't. They didn't. They got knocked out by a team that I feel like they were probably better than. Malone, he needs to have better composure. He needs to be more willing to confront his guys behind the scenes and when the TVs are off. You could tell by his press conferences, he was calling guys out kind of indirectly and kind of passive aggressively on their body language, on their resilience. That shows that he wasn't fully comfortable in doing that this last year. And you saw his implosion when Murray was throwing stuff onto the court. His team played far worse after that moment, and it impacted them the rest of the series.